Hey everyone, happy July. This is just going to be the cosmic weather, the cosmic energy. Of course, there's always so much swirling around, so this is just going to be my little point of view, my little perspective to add to the mix, because we're always so aware of like the actual weather that's going on, other things that we are fed in terms of the timelines and the cultural structure of reality. But when we can tune into the subtle realms and the cosmic cycles and the cosmic influences, the more that our consciousness can be synced up to a higher realm. We can be more connected to our higher self and all of these celestial energies that want to pour through us, channel through us, that we can use in an infinite number of ways to create whatever we want to create in our lives. So this is just to give a little expansive perspective on the month ahead. So this is July 2025. And I'm gonna just throw in a bunch of stuff in here of the way that I'm thinking about July. So I'm gonna start off with the numerology, because numerology, it's one of the most simple, clear, esoteric systems that we can use to talk about the energy of anything in this reality. They say that the matrix runs off of numbers and that God was the best mathematician, all of these things, and each number expresses a specific energy. And in tantric numerology, which is from the system of Kundalini yoga, which I practice, they talk about 10 bodies. We have 10 bodies. We're not just the physical human body. We have multiple mental bodies. We have multiple energetic bodies. And we have this whole energetic, subtle, and physical dense anatomy that goes beyond just what we're taught in school. And the seventh body is the aura. It's your energetic home that expands all around you, and it holds essentially everything in your life that you experience. If you receive opportunities, people, relationships, etc. into your life, it is going to be able to come to you because of your aura, and then you're going to be able to hold it and nurture it and let it live in your aura if you have a strong and healthy electromagnetic field. So we live in an electromagnetic universe. Everything is electricity. You are a magnet. You pull in the things that you're a vibrational attraction to. And then you're able to hold the things that, like I said, your electromagnetic field is able to hold healthily within it. So if you think of the aura like your energetic home that's all around you, you can actually influence your aura and the strength of your aura through so many things. I mean, it's all the things that we hear about in terms of spiritual hygiene, everything that we consume on a physical level, food, water, and then everything that we consume on a more etheric level, like the things that we watch, the people that we surround ourselves with and their energy. And our breath is a huge component to the strength of our electromagnetic field. So it's actually said in the yogic teachings that if you just bring your conscious attention to your breath, your aura expands and it gets bigger. So the more conscious breathing you can do throughout your day, the bigger your aura is going to get, because you're feeding it with your consciousness, and then you're also feeding it with prana, with the life force energy that basically is like spirit and body, our breath. So anyway, the overarching energy in terms of the numerology of this month is that there's a big emphasis on the aura, your electromagnetic field. And I feel like the aura is so trendy and popular right now at this point in time. And it's like, you really can feel somebody's energy. And you can also take care of your own energy. So anything that you can do this month to boost the health of your own energy field is really going to benefit you, because your energy field will do work for you. It will attract the things to you that you desire. It'll speak for you when you enter a room. It will hold everything that you desire within it. It's said, especially like as a woman, everything like lives within your aura, like your community, your friends, your family, your partner, they like exist in your aura. And you really hold that energetic space for people. So it benefits you because you live in your own energy field. So it is nice to have a nice place to live, a nice, clear, cleansed place to live. And then it also benefits everything else in your life. Like you can tell when somebody has a good aura. So perfect month to work on that. And then beyond just the tantric numerology, in other forms of numerology, 7 also is very correlated to learning and to studying. So anything that you desire to learn about, especially kind of higher learning, this is gonna be a really good month to do that. And that also helps to ultimately add to your aura because you will have a higher awareness. It's going to raise your frequency, and that in turn is going to expand your aura, expand your energy field. So anything that you feel like studying, this is a perfect month to do it. Now, in terms of the astrology, there is, and one more thing about the numerology, actually, 7 is a very spiritual number. So any spiritual studies that you want to get into, this is also a very beneficial time. If you've been like, I want to learn tarot, I want to learn astrology, I want to learn more about yoga, I want to start meditating, great month to do it. And then to start to get into some of the cosmic energies of the month, there is something called the Sirius Gateway from July 2nd to, I actually don't remember the end date. It's about a week, but it starts on July 2nd. And it is when the constellation of Sirius, which many people say one of the stars in Sirius is like our spiritual sun. And a lot of starseeds hail from Sirius. It has a lot of activating cosmic codes within the light that it beams down onto the planet. And that is why around this time every year, a lot of us start to feel very activated in a different way than the rest of the year. And it's because there are all these alignments with Sirius. There is the Lionsgate portal happens in August, but in July, this first week of July, Sirius aligns with our sun, and the sun is an amplifier. So when anything aligns with the sun, if anything aligns with the sun, it will amplify that energy and then beam it down onto the planet. So there is such a potential for up levels in consciousness, for remembrances of things from our past lives, from our cosmic incarnations, or just any beings from the subtle realms who might be helping us to be able to get us information more easily. So just to know that, and if you're somebody who likes to meditate and open yourself up to receive those frequencies that are coming in, now is a great time to do it. And it also correlates with the aura, because the stronger your aura is, the more you'll be able to hold that energy within you and really pull in more energy from your cosmic self, because we are in this human form a fractal expression of our greater infinite multidimensional self that like lives in the expanded cosmos. And the more that we strengthen ourselves down here, the more we're able to actually embody more of our infinite divine self here. And then we have more energy, more creativity. It's like when you start to see more light come out of your eyes, that's because you're actually embodying more of your cosmic self. It's like bringing the heavens to the earth. So they come hand in hand. The more you ground, the more you can elevate. And that is a really good time to do work like that, is this first week of July. Something else that is happening the first week of July is we have this Venus-Uranus conjunction, and that's happening on Thursday, July 3rd. And Uranus is like the great cosmic awakener. So it will bring in a lightning bolt of divine shifts and divine changes, and they will be sometimes very galactic in nature. So you can expect like galactic downloads, expanded awareness around Venusian experiences. So love, relationships, creativity, what you value most, self-worth. So you could have shifts in the things that you value. You could have shifts in your relationships. You could have ideas about what you want to create and bring to the planet. And it's an exciting time because you don't really know what is to come. It's kind of expect the unexpected kind of vibe, but it's just fun to know and to maybe even set an intention to have the most profound jump onto your highest timeline for you in these Venusian realms, especially because it is happening in tropical astrology towards the end of the degrees of Taurus, and Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018. So anything that we've been working on in this area since 2018 is going to have this chance for this final epic breakthrough before Uranus enters Gemini later in the month. Another overarching theme for July is that 3 planets are going to go into retrograde. So there is kind of this energy of slowing down to speed up. Like the slowing down is going to help you ultimately go faster and get where you need to go. So Neptune is going retrograde on July 4th, and Neptune retrograde is often categorized as something that allows hidden truths and things that were previously hidden or dreamlike to be revealed and become clear. But the other aspect of Neptune retrograde is that sometimes it can bring on this like slight fog of like, where am I going? What am I doing? It's a little bit hazy. But the way you can combat this is to do things that strengthen your intuition. So meditating, there are several Kundalini yoga meditations that are specifically for strengthening the intuition, and just anything else that you know personally helps you to remain focused and clear is going to be helpful during this time, because it's retrograde until December of 2025. Neptune and Saturn both actually are retrograde like half of the year. So Saturn goes retrograde on July 13th, and all the Saturn return babies, all the Saturn and Pisces babies are gonna have in the fall basically one last return of Saturn into Pisces. So it's just tying up the final loose ends around our Saturn returns, around becoming like a fully functional adult, around learning how to embody our discipline, our sovereignty, our wherewithal to actualize our destiny on our own as a sovereign being. Like that is what the Saturn return is trying to prepare you to do, is to be able to carry out the mission, to walk up the mountain, to create the legacy in whatever form it is for you, whether it be a family, relationships, work, creative projects. It's like, it's making you a fit vessel for what you're meant to deliver in this lifetime. And so with these retrograde energies, the medicine is just, don't try to go too quick. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Follow the divine inspiration, but if things, just let things flow as they need to. And when things come up that maybe felt like something from the past, it's not you. Just remember that it's not you going backwards in the sense of it being a bad thing. It's actually divine from the cosmos helping you clean up these things to kind of bring coherence to the timeline, so then you can actually propel forward and release those things for good. You're actually moving forward. That's what retrogrades are. It looks like a planet is going backwards in the sky, but it's actually not. It's an illusion. So just whatever comes up, you handle it the best you can, and then you move forward, and that is you accomplishing the cosmic tests so that you can continue onwards. And tests are really just opportunities for us to embody a new frequency and continue our journey of evolution. So it's just opportunities for embodiment. That's all these things are. And then we have, in tropical astrology, once again, I'll say I am into sidereal astrology, but I've been doing reports from tropical astrology. I can do another video on the differences between the two if anyone is interested, but I know the collective is in general more following the placements of tropical astrology. But let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what y'all think, because I'd be super happy to do some reports on the sidereal and also get into why it's so cool and why both actually have a lot to offer. So anyway, in tropical astrology, there's going to be a full moon in Capricorn, and that is going to be on July 10th. So this is correlating to the new moon in Capricorn that happened in January of 2025. And Capricorn is so much about building. It's like, it's the goat that's going up the mountain that is going to go step by step by step by step. And eventually you'll be like, oh my God, they literally scaled that. Like, how did they get all the way up there? That is like a life worth living. Like, everybody will remember that forever. It is the energy of relentless pursuit towards the creation of something that will like almost last forever. It's a very like respectable, hardworking energy that is, it offers something so beautiful, because it's like almost the deepest level of fulfillment to instead of always moving towards short-term satisfaction, be able to hold the longest term vision in mind and step by step actualize it, and then one day look back and be like, wow, look at what was created. It will stand the test of time, because it wasn't like a quick rise and then a quick fall. It was a solid foundation, and up and up and up and up and up, and then boom, something was made that will stand the test of time. And so anyway, on the new moon in January, perhaps there's been something you've been building and working on since then. And this is really a time when the full moon is illuminating all of the hard work you've put in. And it's illuminating how much progress you've made on the path towards your own legacy creation. And then it's also going to illuminate for you with the light of the moon, the next mountain peak that you want to move towards. And the full moon actually has like a lot of energy that you can kind of beam onto whatever that next mountain peak is for you, and just like give it a lot of life. And then you can continue to move forward towards that, because we always just keep going. There's always another mountain peak. And that will be the full moon in Capricorn. And let's see what other dates we want to talk about. Okay, so Uranus is going to enter Gemini on July 7th. And Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018. So that is about 7 years that Uranus has been in a different sign. And like I said, Uranus is the great awakener. It brings massive change towards the energy of whatever sign it's in. So it's been in Taurus. It's been shaking up the systems and the foundations of society. Taurus is also a lot about pleasure. I mean, there has been such massive shifts around like the way we seek pleasure in our society, and like even just like the quick dopamine hits and all of these things, and like the way we experience our sensory reality. So much has changed. And now Uranus is moving into Gemini, which is like, it's less sensory, it's more etheric. It is like the information that flies through the ethers. It is the ways we all communicate with each other. There's going to be huge changes around communication, technology, social media, all of these things. And also like, it is this opening for like anyone, like you have a message to share, especially if you feel like it's kind of like a crazy message. You're like, wow, how are people going to receive this? Go for it, because Uranus is about to be in Gemini for years. And it is the time to be that great cosmic awakener. Shake things up. Uranus shakes things up. So it's your time. It's your time. And that is that. Let's see what else we have going on. Okay, so July 20th, Mars is going to conjoin the South Node. And so this can be like a karmic rebirth. It's a really good day to kind of put anything from the past in the alchemical fire to be transmuted so that you can leave it behind lighter and brighter. So any way that you like to do that, there are so many ways. And if you want suggestions, or if you have suggestions, comment below. July 31st, there's going to be a Mercury Cazimi And a cazimi is when a planet goes conjunct with the sun. So that, like I said earlier, amplifies the energy of that planet. And when it's Mercury, it's kind of like a mental refresh almost. I mean, Mercury is going to be in retrograde, but it's kind of a time where you can get like quick downloads where that your mind can almost like be reborn. It's a really good day to meditate, because meditating, you just like calm the mind, and then what you're able to receive from the quantum field is so much greater, because we're receiving things all the time, but like we can't even hear it. We can't even tune out what's going on. So if you're going to meditate on a day, July 31st is a great day to do it. Mercury will be in Leo in tropical astrology. Okay, I think, there's always so many cosmic happenings, but I think that is enough for now. I would mostly say the summer is such a cosmic time where like we're receiving a lot of star coded energy, and we can be getting a lot of upgrades. And the more that we can listen to our intuition, follow through on the divine guidance, meditate, do yoga, do anything that gets you in that state where like that like you feel really aligned and you really can receive a lot from the energy that's coming in, do that, because you can carry it with you for the rest of the year. It can bring you information that could give you an idea that could change your entire life. It's like the time to be really open to it and to act on the things that come through to you, because if you're here, you're probably a very cosmically connected being, and this is a very big access point for cosmic energy this time of year, July through August, through the Lion's Gate. We can really, really receive a lot right now. So many, many blessings. Much love if you're still here. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or you want me to go in on anything deeper, I was trying to make this short. Honestly, it's like 11 minutes. That is primo. I think that's about it. Thanks for hanging out, and may your July be like the most blessed month ever. You can even affirm with me right now, July was the month where everything got so magical, and it never stopped. I love my life. I loved the month of July. This is the best summer yet. Just affirm whatever you want. You're programming your reality. You really are. Every single day. Best time is before bed and when you wake up in the morning, but there is never a bad time, because your words are literally programming the simulation. Okay, much love. Catch you on the next one.